We've covered the basics of step in a separate video. Now we'll learn how to get the most out of step by creating your own custom patterns and master effects from scratch. First, we'll start by creating the kick track. Press track 1. I'll start by adding a couple of kicks for the foundation. Then find the right sound by turning the kit knob. I'll press track 2 to go to the snare. I want to change some parameters to create a couple of ghost snares. I can use the effects encoder to scroll, select and change the parameter values. I'll lower the volume and add a little attack to the envelope for my ghost snares. Notice that the current steps are not changed. These changes only apply to the steps I'll place on the grid in the future. I can hold down the effects encoder to reset all values. If you accidentally override your beat by turning the beat encoder, you can hold it down to recall your custom creation. I'll add some hats. These are dedicated to track 3. After placing the hats, I want to mix the volume, so I can jump to the track volume by holding down the desired track button. All per track parameters are grouped together here. I'm going to add swing to the hi-hats, but I could also change the number of steps and speed of a track for polyrhythms and polymeters. Track 4 is the wildcard track and contains a different sound based on the selected kit. You can create a percussive progression, add some cymbals, or pick a melodic kit and create a melodic progression by changing the note on each step. I can use the chance parameter to add variety to my sequence. And I can make this cymbal play only once after skipping 3 bars to give the pattern a feeling of a 64-beat sequence. Master effects can be customized in the main menu, while reverb, delay and overdrive are added on a per step basis. First, I'll change the limiter threshold to engage the limiter and change the limiter preset to sidechain for track 1. Next, I want a big delay with a lot of repeats. I can also customize the master effects by selecting custom and choosing from a range of parameters for each effect. When setting up the delay, I'll increase the feedback and add a ping pong effect to make it sound bigger and wider. Now, back to our initial sequence. When everything is ready, I can add a punch-in effect. Now I can copy this pattern again and make a few edits to it to create a verse. Now I can switch between my verse and chorus and use the punch-in effect as my fill and outro. To delete a pattern, hold the pattern button you wish to delete and then press the effects encoder. Now the song is ready to loop and you can play along.